Welcome to Sunrise Spotlight. I'm Teresa Aronson from the St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce. It is our pleasure, our honor to do this event every third Thursday of the month. We do it right here at the SLC TV studios. And I have with me none other than my co-host for Sunrise Spotlight, the one, the only city manager of the beautiful city of Fort Pierce, Mr. Nick Mims. Welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome.
Yes, thank you for having me.
It's springtime
Yes.
in sunny South Florida.
Yeah.
Experiencing quite a bit of cold, but that's okay. We'll make up for it this summer, trust me. And we've got a full show today.
We do.
We have
Several
a brand
guests.
new sponsor. Did
We
I
do.
tell you?
And who is that?
It's somebody from your neck of the woods. It's
Really?
the FPUA, the Fort Pierce Utility Authority, is our brand new
fantastic.
partner on this
We
show.
have a
We're excited
fantastic
about that.
partnership.
Yes, we're
Yes.
happy to welcome aboard FPUA,
Yes.
and they of course have the Manatee Center, which is I think what we're going to be talking about a little bit today.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's new in your world?
Well, I mean, this time of year, this is what we call our season. Even though the entire year we focus on providing services and making
Sure.
the quality of life for our residents and businesses top notch, but this time of year we're just vibrating.
You are.
And the reason I say that is because we have so many visitors. We have so much interest in our community. Our restaurants are packed.
Yep.
Our venues are packed. Our parks are packed. Our beaches are just overrun. We love it. It's a great time of year.
Yeah.
And you're going to hear about the exciting ventures that we have throughout our community, and our great community sponsor that we have coming up is going to talk to you about one of our main attractions in our downtown area.
Yeah, right across from our Seven Gables house that we run for you, our visitor
yes,
center.
Yes.
You say the beaches are overrun, and they're fuller, but we still live in a beautiful area where the beaches are not just wall-to-wall people, and I love that about our area. I have some friends coming into town next week from Ohio.
And what are you going to do?
I'm going to set them up at the beach. It's a busy day for me, but I think we're going to get a couple umbrellas and maybe a cooler. Are they allowed to do that? Can we have a cooler out there? Maybe a cooler that
Yes.
Nick doesn't know about.
Absolutely,
How about that?
you can have a cooler out there.
Okay, very good.
You got to get out. You got to get out, and you have to rent some bikes. You got to ride them down A1A.
Yep.
Take part of that. We have a brand new bike share program
Yep.
that we're partnering with St. Lucie County, so you got to show them that as well.
Yeah, we talked about that before. The bike share program is
Yes.
awesome. They always have it in big cities too. I love it.
Yes.
I'm not good at it, but I love it.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna come back and we're gonna visit with Rachel from the Manatee Center.
Yes.
We're excited about that, and we'll talk a little bit about what the manatees are doing this time of year too, because they're looking for warmth as well as we are.
Yes, they are.
All right, we'll be right back, everybody.
There are a lot of great things you can do in St. Lucie County that don't cost you any money, like watching a beautiful sunset, reading a great book at a public library, or hugging a family member. Now, you can add transportation in St. Lucie County to that list. St. Lucie County is offering free transportation to all residents anytime the buses are running. For more information, visit slcride.org.
Welcome back to Sunrise Spotlight. I'm Teresa Aronson from the St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce. It's my pleasure to do this event with you every month, Mr. Nick Mims. And did you know we do it on the third Thursday at 2 p.m.?
I do.
Oh, very good. You found your way here, so you do know that.
I do, yeah.
And we do it right here at the SLC TV studios at the corner of 25th and Virginia. And we actually throw in free coffee and homemade, and I want to stress, homemade pastries from Cobb's Landing, the PP Cobb.
Close.
Well, it was close. They're right across the street. But PP Cobb, it's new in there. You have a new business owner in town, and she makes the best homemade pastries. And we've got them all: muffins, croissants.
Really?
Yeah. Did you have some?
I didn't have any yet.
You'll have
but
to
I
go
will.
out there. Okay,
I will.
very
I will.
Well, we have with us, of course, a guest. We have our new partner from FPUA, and the Manatee Center, of course, is part of the FPUA family. So please welcome Rachel Tennant. She is the manager of the Manatee Center. Welcome, Rachel.
Thank you.
Hi, Rachel.
Thanks.
Thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me. This is nice.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Well,
might be early to make
Getting
that
there,
assumption,
getting
but that's okay. We'll allow it. Yeah. Now, you run the Manatee Center, and it's been in existence for a very long time now. We used to have, of course, a plant right up that little waterway, and the manatees swarm there in droves, but they're still coming up, right?
They do, yeah. The power plant was decommissioned about 10 years ago, but just last year we had 321 manatees come to the center, and in this January, we had 84 sightings. We record them every day that we're open. We'll report on our own form how many we've seen.
Well, Rachel, how do you differentiate the manatees? Do they all have names or tags? Or what do you do?
Yeah, that's tough. It's not a perfect science, the count that we have of the number of manatees that comes through.
Right.
But you may or may not know, the Manatee Center is actually a volunteer organization. There are 4 staff members that fall under FPUA as part of FPUA's management of the center, and 80 volunteers. So if you go to the center, you're meeting a volunteer, more likely than not. And we have outdoor volunteers, the roving naturalists, and they're the ones that they're stationed outside. They walk back and forth looking for manatees, and they're the ones that'll count them. And they have their own system. Each of them will have their own system for how they mark whether it's the same manatee or a new one.
But either way, it maybe came twice, so I'm counting it.
Okay.
If it left and came back, it's another manatee sighting.
Gotcha.
They all kind of do look the same, don't they?
They do kind of look the same. They have different sizes, though, so you'll
course.
know if there's baby manatees or mom or dad. And unfortunately, one of the easiest ways to differentiate between manatees is their scars from the propellers, boat propellers.
Oh. Well, that's a little depressing.
Yeah,
It
that
is
was.
a little bit depressing. I'm
That brought us
sorry.
down a little bit.
It
It's
is,
okay.
but that's why we have the
They've been
manatee
branded.
zones.
Oh,
That's
very-
why we have the zones, so that when the boats
Yeah.
go slower, no wake, to sort of prevent those scars. But it is one way to determine that this is.
We've had a couple of cold fronts come through. Does that make a difference in the sightings? Do you see more activity?
It does make a difference. It's very hard to predict, though. Cold weather, warm weather. We do see, though, many more manatees going to power plants, active power plants, when it's cold outside.
Okay.
Because the active power plants have the warm water effluent, and they're going to that warm water
Correct.
to warm up.
So not necessarily run out to the Manatee Center when it's really, really cold.
Not when it's really, really cold. It is warmer, a little bit warmer by the center because Morris Creek is shallower than the lagoon, so it's a little bit warmer, but it doesn't compare to an active power plant.
Do the manatees have historical migration techniques or patterns, or do they just seek the natural areas like Morris Creek?
Yes and no. Yes and no to both of
Okay.
those.
So are
we're
you
getting
seeing
a
the
little-
same ones every year, or?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good question. The FWC, which I don't remember what those words are right now, but they do have tracking devices that go on certain manatees, especially rehabilitating manatees, and we can track them with those devices. We'll know which ones are which, but we're getting a little further into the technical details of the migration than I know. But these are great questions. And
Sorry, I got
What
too
you'll
technical. My
find-
bad.
Way to make
Yeah.
her feel welcome.
I know,
Nick.
my
it's
bad, you know.
okay. What you'll find a lot of times is that our volunteers know so much.
Right.
Yeah.
The volunteers at the center have been there. The center's been there for 21 years, and we have a butterfly wall outside of the center where volunteers who've been with us for more than 1,000 hours, they get a butterfly, and their names will be on that wall on one of these gold-colored butterflies on the wall. And those guys know their stuff. They've been there for so long. You've asked them all sorts of questions. Anybody coming
Longer
through.
than you, probably.
Longer
yeah.
than me, and very specific Manatee Center questions. And if they don't know the answer,
They'll find out.
they will find out. They're passionate about it. They love it.
Do you guys? I know you do some workshops or educational series. Do you have anything going on right now that we should know about, that we should have on our radar for April?
Yes, April, and I have the 5K on the brain right now. So
Okay.
this Saturday, St. Patrick's Day, is our 10th annual Manatee Center 5K walk run. We have 136 runners signed up right now, and it goes up and over the Seaway Drive Bridge and back.
Okay.
And for
And I'm
St.
sure this show won't air before Saturday, so
Ah,
I'm sure it
okay,
was
okay.
a fantastic event.
I
And
didn't
everybody
know.
ran safely up and over.
Yep. Everybody made
And-
it. They're all. It was a lot of fun. We also had the cleanup alongside the 5K this year.
Oh, good.
And so that was great too.
Okay.
And coming up in April, we do have our regular lunch and learn. The first Friday of every month, first or second, and the education coordinator gets me every time. I can't remember which one it is.
You
but
got to have somebody write it down on cards like they do
yeah,
for me.
Yeah.
There
Second
you
Friday.
go.
Second
Okay.
Friday of every
Lunch and
month,
learn. Okay.
we have our lunch and learn programs.
What type of lunch?
It's your bring your lunch and learn.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. It's a non-profit running with
I know.
volunteers.
It
They
is.
don't have money for your lunch.
Yeah.
Rachel, how many visitors do you have coming to the Manatee Center every year?
Last year we had over 41,000 visitors
That's
come through the
awesome.
Manatee Center.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
Fantastic.
It's a lot of fun. The inside of the Manatee Center itself is a beautiful collection of exhibits. We have live tanks, and we also have our 18-minute welcome video that talks about the history of the center, how we got put there, what the manatees are doing, and a little bit more about manatees. We have a touch tank where you can come in and
Poke a
touch
sea
some of the
cucumber,
critters.
one of my favorite activities in South Florida. It's fun. Do you know how many sea cucumbers I've poked over the years?
I didn't even know there was a
Have
sea
you done it?
cucumber. No.
You have not poked a sea cucumber?
No, I've never poked a sea cucumber.
Oh,
You
we
gotta come
get-
to the
yes,
Manatee
we
Center.
gotta get-
Obviously,
Come to the
yes.
Manatee
Yes.
Center, poke
Sea
a sea cucumber.
They have sea cucumbers and starfish, but you one finger, Eric Gill, who got yelled at last time I was there, one finger poke. So you poke
Trista,
it.
you come and show
I'll
Nick
show you
how
how
to
to
do
do
it.
it.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you
okay.
gotta know what you're doing. At the Smithsonian, they
Okay.
have ones that'll clean your nails too.
The
Those
cucumber?
are shrimp. No, cucumbers
Oh.
not too much.
The cleaner shrimp.
Yeah.
We have those in our seahorse tank. We got
You
a
do- yeah.
really big, very pretty. They're very, very pretty cleaner
Nick and
shrimp.
I will come and poke a sea cucumber real soon.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, this
Yes,
is great.
I can't wait.
So I also have to mention our gift shop. The gift shop is called the Vanishing Mermaid Gift Shop. It's connected to the center,
Right.
and that the gift shop brings in almost half of our budget every year. So
Okay.
it's a really big fundraiser for the Manatee Center, and our buyer Meredith Bennett has been there for 10 years, and she has a reputation of her own for the items that she brings to the gift
Unique,
shop.
artsy, colorful.
Yeah.
It's great items.
Yeah, it's really, really fun.
Tell everybody where you're located exactly. How do you get there? What's the address? I know you're right across from the Seven Gables house. You share a parking lot.
Yes, we do. It's 480 North Indian River Drive, along Indian River Drive in Morse Creek, in the lagoon.
Yep.
If you are driving along Indian River Drive, you would turn into the same parking lot that you would for the A.E. Bacchus Museum or for the Chamber House, and we're there on the corner.
Just north of the marina. And your website, because your Lunch and Learn is a lot of fun. I heard some people from my office went to the one on bats, and you had some bats
nice.
there.
That was a good one. She had a bat in her collar.
That's
the
what
whole
I
time.
heard.
And then in the end, she pulled out this little bat that was in her collar. It was cool. It was very cool.
It was cool, I heard. I didn't get to go. I didn't get to go, but I heard it was really nice. So it was one of your Lunch and Learn. So what's your website address so that everybody can figure out what your Lunch and Learn series are going to be? 'Cause you do something different all the time.
Yep, every month is something different. It is www.manateeeducationcenter.org. We're also on Facebook at facebook.com/Manatee Center.
Very good. Well, Rachel, I want to thank you for joining us, and I really want to thank you guys, everybody, Jan and everybody at FQA, for agreeing to partner with us on this series. We really enjoy having you.
Thank
and
you.
I know there's a lot of great stuff coming up with FQA that we're going to learn about.
Absolutely.
So thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
And we will be right back, everybody.
Come check out the new Indian Hills, where our player-friendly course appeals to all ages and abilities. With improved course conditions and superior drainage, we are rarely closed. Our friendly staff is here to assist you with instruction, club repair, or outings. The link-style design and natural elevation changes provide a fun, yet unique layout that you'll surely enjoy day after day. So make your reservation today, and we look forward to seeing you on the first tee.
Welcome back to Sunrise Spotlight. I am Teresa Aronson from the St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce. I'm, of course, here with my co-host, Mr. Nick Mims, City Manager of the beautiful city of Fort Pierce. And we are doing this event every third Thursday of the month, 2 p.m., with a coffee pick-me-up and pastries, courtesy of PP Cobb,
Yes.
right there in the PP Cobb building on Avenue A.
Yes. And beautiful downtown Fort Pierce.
Yes, you're right. It is a beautiful downtown Fort Pierce.
Absolutely.
And Nick always brings his sidekick with him every month to the show.
My sidekick.
We know her. We love her. She went through leadership class as well.
Yes.
I did.
It's
Absolutely.
the one, the only Cheyenne Helms.
Hi.
Welcome, Cheyenne.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cheyenne, tell everybody your title.
I'm the communications manager in the city manager's office.
Very good. So
Yep.
your boss is Nick.
He is.
Condolences to you and your family.
Thank you. It's a tough one every day.
Really?
know.
Okay.
We love it, but I'm actually here today as the Keep Fort Pierce Beautiful Advisory Board chairperson. So
Okay.
that's what we're going to be talking about today.
And there's an advisory board for Keep Port St. Lucie Beautiful? I didn't know
Keep
that.
Fort
Pierce.
Pierce.
Oh, did I say Port
Yeah,
St.
you
Lucie?
messed up. You messed up. But we like Port St. Lucie.
We
It's
did.
okay.
We did.
Yes, yes,
But it's
yes.
not on this show.
No, it is not. Today we're talking about Keep Fort Pierce Beautiful.
Thank you.
We are.
Thank you.
So our main event every year is the Great American Cleanup, and
Yep.
we meet every month discussing this Great American Cleanup, and we always want to make it bigger and better every year.
Yes.
But we also do different initiatives throughout the community to green and clean the community. We have a great advisory board. Some have been on for how
Yeah.
long has
Oh
Miss
my gosh, probably 15 years. Miss Wright
Wright?
and Miss Walker. She's
It's
been
even
on that
longer.
for probably about 20 years.
Really?
And
Oh,
we
yeah.
meet in
Great
combination with the tree board.
Okay.
So it's
And
very
there's a
fun.
tree board, too.
That's
I am
right.
learning all
Yes.
kinds of things today.
We have been a Tree City USA for probably the last 23, 26.
More. I think it was like
What do you got to
26,
do to be a tree city?
We have a lot of trees.
Okay. It's very official. Very
Yes.
official.
Yes,
A lot of trees.
many trees.
Okay. Your Great American Cleanup is actually one of my favorites. Other cities that will go unnamed do one, but yours is always such a big event. You always have a barbecue. You
Right.
always do
Yes.
shirts. I mean, not that
Yes.
they don't, but leadership has often taken
Yes.
part in
Yes.
yours, and rave reviews.
Yes.
It's not just a cleanup. It's more about bringing the community together and really networking with your neighbors and cleaning up together and taking pride in your community. And that the hopes of that is that you would carry that through for the rest of the year until the next Great American Cleanup. So you pick up
Absolutely.
litter, you do things.
Do you do Adopt a Street? Are you?
We do have a new program.
Okay.
Adopt a Road is what we call it. Yep, and that's through Keep Fort Pierce Beautiful.
Yeah, I figured as much. Where is your Great American Cleanup this year?
Well, we have 5 different locations, but
Okay.
you meet at the PAL Center, which is on 21st Street by Lawnwood
Right.
Hospital area.
903 South 21st Street.
That is the address.
Okay.
And so you meet there at 8 a.m. and you get your goodie bag and that T-shirt you spoke of. First
Yep.
300 only, though. Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah,
once we
okay.
exceed 300, you're on your own. So you get there early, get all your goodies, your safety vest, your pick stick, whatever it is you're going to be doing that day, and you get assigned a project, or you can select your own project. You can board the bus, and they take you to your location, and you do whatever that project is. So this year we have 5. You want to
Okay.
hear them?
I
Okay.
want to hear him.
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
She talks fast.
She came all this
Yeah,
way.
she-
We should let her.
yeah.
She should tell us.
She's a fast talker.
Down. Okay, so
I do too.
downtown, we both do. We're speaking the same language.
Yeah,
Nick.
gotcha.
Keep up, keep up. So we have, this is the usual. Okay, so the Downtown Edgartown project,
Okay.
it's both, is actually with the Manatee Center. So thank you,
Yep.
Rachel. And right across the street from the
There you go.
Manatee Center is our welcome. There is like a concrete sign, and we're going to make that a welcome to historic downtown Fort Pierce sign. And we're going to do some landscape enhancements, obviously put the letters on the sign, and do some litter pickup throughout Edgartown and downtown.
Okay.
And new this year, Sailfish Brewery is going to be partnering with us, and they're going to be doing their own downtown alliance pickup, cleanup, and they're going to
Okay.
have like a weigh-in at the end with beer.
Yes.
They're going to use their big hop scale and weigh
They're going to be crowded.
the litter.
Beer sells. Yeah,
too.
yeah. See, we already have
Yeah.
volunteers for the
Yeah, I know,
sailfish one.
it's-
They're going to go home and get their like household
I know.
beer. I
More
win.
Save the
beer.
garbage up for a
More
week.
garbage,
Yeah,
more
I
beer.
win.
So we're excited about that. Anything you want to say about the downtown cleanup, Nick?
No, please continue.
Okay, I shall.
You're doing a great job.
In addition, so the King Power Plant that was also brought up today,
Yes.
Yes.
which we're hopefully it will already have happened.
Right.
We've received our proposals for the hotel development.
We're currently
next week
evaluating the proposal. Yes.
Okay.
for the development at that plant. But anyway,
Yes.
there was some fencing around the King Power
Yeah.
Plant that looks a little crummy.
So that's going to be part of the downtown project as well. So we hope to have a really good group of volunteers for that area doing a lot of different fun things. And then across the bridge, South Causeway Park is another cleanup.
Which
And
side? North or south?
South Bridge.
South.
Okay.
And South Causeway Park, which is near the aquarium, near where the bike share, one of the bike share stations
Yes.
are.
Okay.
That will be, they're going to be painting the posts that surround the area, which a lot of people love the painting projects. So
Yes.
there's painting and then the sand. So, you know, like snow plowing? We don't snow
I'm
plow.
familiar with it
We
from
sand
Ohio.
plow, apparently.
We sand plow?
That's the thing. So the parking spaces at South Causeway Park right now are they're a little sandy.
I
Yes.
see.
So if we
Yes.
need to get the sand back where the sand belongs.
We
and
don't
keep-
blow it, we plow it?
What we do,
Yeah.
we stabilize it and make it a little bit more rigid. That way more people don't get stuck.
He's a former public works director,
Yeah.
so he knows these
Yes,
things.
he knows these things. You
Yeah.
stabilize the sand in the parking lot?
Yes.
Yeah.
We add some rock and we add
Why'd
some
you
other.
blow it off?
Never
I got a
mind.
blower.
Never mind. We're gonna
Yeah,
make it
just
better.
use it.
We're
Okay.
gonna make it better.
All
There you
right,
go.
very good.
So that's South Causeway Park.
Right.
And then the community garden, if you're not familiar, is
Yes.
I
at-
love the community garden.
on 9th Street. And we had a we re-kicked it off, I guess you can say. And it's all the plots are full right now, and you go by and you see all their veggies and fruit growing. It's awesome. But that project is going to be another beautification, so some mulching, some garden beautification, things like that.
I remember years ago we started the community garden.
Yep.
Keep Fort Pierce Beautiful started the community garden, and it's a completely free venture for churches, groups, families, individuals.
Yeah, anybody.
And what we see is we see these groups taking home, you know, the produce that they grow.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic.
It's wonderful.
Teaching sustainability. And we're not only going to have this community garden, but we have a few more throughout
Yeah,
the
I heard
community.
you had some
Oh, yeah.
more
Oh, yeah.
spots picked out for that. It's a wonderful thing. the
It really
community
is.
garden.
Yes.
How do you keep
Yes.
the squirrels out, though? I feel like it's like, squirrel.
Squirrels?
It's
Squirrels?
fenced in. I
Squirrels
mean,
are no
if they can
problem.
get through I guess they hop over the chain link.
keep
I don't
them
know.
out.
But yeah,
keep
they're
them
not, it's not an issue there.
Okay.
Anyway,
Oh,
Yeah, peacocks are the
They're a little
problem,
far
yes.
from the peacocks,
They
though,
are.
aren't they? The
Well,
peacocks go all the way down
Peacocks are all
They're
over the
just
place.
everywhere.
Yes.
there? Okay.
But we love
Good to know.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't feel that from you, Nick.
it. No, we do. We actually do. Yeah.
I'm going to take you at your word,
Yes.
although I'm not sure I'm buying it.
Yes.
next project is Glidden Park, where if you're familiar with the Garden Center on Parkway, that area,
Parkway and 10th in
and
Ohio, there's a
yeah.
roundabout.
the
there.
little yellow
yeah, yeah,
building,
Yes.
really cute.
Okay.
So actually, I learned why it's called Glidden Park
Tell us, please.
because the Glidden family donated the land. That's it in
Okay.
1949.
All
how
right.
you
That
get
was,
I know.
I thought,
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
this was going to be a good
Me
story.
too.
Yes.
Okay.
The
But,
mayor told me this morning it wasn't
Thank
that
you.
exciting. But anyway, great. Thank you
We'll
to
edit
the
it
Glidden
out.
family.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that area is actually the Arbor Day project as well. So we'll be
Yes.
planting 6 Arbor Day trees in the median immediately adjacent to the garden center.
What
Yes.
makes a tree an Arbor Day tree?
I don't know.
And when it's planted on Arbor Day.
There you go.
And what makes a tree city a tree city?
Planting those Arbor Day trees.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
good.
We know our
Yes.
stuff.
I am getting.
Yes, we do. Yes.
And there'll be a landscape project also outside of the garden center there.
Okay.
Right.
And then the final project, which we do every year, which is citywide, is our graffiti abatement.
Oh,
But here's
yeah.
the thing.
That is so fun.
It is fun.
I love
Really?
it.
But
Scrubbing
mission
paint?
accomplished with our graffiti abatement project. So we take a lot of youth on that trolley or bus around, and we teach them what it takes to take this graffiti off, whether you're scrubbing
Right.
it, whether you're painting it. And every year, the graffiti has gone down in the city of Fort Pierce, and
Right.
we're having trouble finding it for this project.
Oh,
We've only
good. That's a
identified
good problem
2
to have.
locations. It's a
It's
great problem.
actually
Is that
true.
part of their punishment? Like if you get caught doing graffiti, then you're automatically signed up for Great American Cleanup graffiti abatement?
Well, we did have a program working with the Department of Justice where we did want the graffiti artists to clean up what they have done. But I tell you what, the community has rallied around our effort. And I was on the graffiti bus last
Yes,
year.
you
It
were.
is so fun.
Really?
Because we're going from spot to spot to spot. We're painting. We're having a good time. We're on the bus telling jokes. So I would urge everyone, please do
Not
graffiti.
everyone. We have to spread it around.
I would
Somebody's
urge a
got
lot
to
of
pick
people.
up trash.
Yes. But it's fun. It's really great, having that type of teamwork. So we're looking forward to it again.
And you
Okay.
bring up a good point about community service hours. So
Yeah.
a lot of high school students at this time are
Yes.
applying to universities. They're
Yeah.
applying for scholarships. the Keep Fort Pierce Beautiful Great American Cleanup is approved for community service hours. So if you
Yes.
participate in the entire day, come back to the barbecue at Powell Park and we'll sign your certificate for
Yes, because
Absolutely.
in Florida, you need 75 hours of community service to go to college.
you. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah,
Wow.
useless knowledge right up there,
Mhm.
tucked tight away. How do they get involved? Where can we go to sign them up?
Cityoffortpierce.com, we're going to do an online registration form this year so that large groups can come. So community organizations, churches, even if you want to do like your company, group to come together and do some community service, you can sign up online.
Okay.
You can live in Port St. Lucie and do it. You can live in Vero and do it. You don't
Of
have to
course.
be Fort Pierce.
That's true.
No.
Come on out.
One day we had the Canadians just show
We
up.
did.
Remember that?
I do remember
Yes.
that.
A group of
Aw,
Canadians.
They're
just
so nice.
Yes, yes, they are.
So we usually get several hundred, I would say 300 to 400 volunteers or participants, and some people will decide to go directly to the projects, and you're welcome to do that if you don't want to take the bus.
if you don't
Yes.
want to.
The projects are all listed on the website, and you could show up at around 8 a.m.
And you get a cool T-shirt and some Fort Pierce
You
swag,
Swag,
right?
yep.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have any experience. Just wear your, working clothes.
Experience? What kind of trash picking experience do you
No,
need?
I mean, well,
Trust me. You got to know what
Paints.
you're doing.
laying
Yeah, paint is
sod
the-
and
yeah, yeah.
things. We'll teach you.
Oh,
everything.
ladies. Okay.
I think I've seen Eric there. He's
I'm,
been there
I'm
before.
pretty good with those little claw things. That
The little pick sticks.
Yeah,
I think
is that what
Rachel's
it's
going to be
called?
there this year. Okay.
That's
All right.
Okay, that's good. And Loretta, she'll be there
Yeah.
this year.
We had Eric at Sailfish. He's ready. He's collecting all the
Eric-
trash from the county so he can win the
That's
free
the
beer.
only time I see him at Selfish.
I'm
He's either coming
sure.
back or going. One of them.
That's his office.
I think
It
so.
is. And the festival this year, too, will have some vendors, like some little fun. We'll be painting rocks. We have cotton candy, bounce houses,
Pony
slides for the
rides.
kids.
And
I
where's
don't
the
know about
festival
pony-
at? The festival's
The Powell
at Powell
Park, 21st
Park,
Street.
yeah.
We're
Yep.
going to have pony rides.
You gonna have a pony?
Pony rides.
I've not heard that, but we'll
feel
try
like
to make it
he's-
happen.
We're going to have pony
he's-
rides.
He's giving unfunded mandates.
Yeah.
We want pony rides.
Yeah.
Nick wants to get on a
That's
pony.
That's okay. Try that.
Let's ask the pony what it wants.
It's okay.
So April
right.
14th, please everyone come out. It's going to be a
Yes.
great time, and it's a wonderful way to get to know your community and your neighbor.
Well, thank you for coming and. It's hard to do
You're
the
great.
show with a straight face with
know,
Nick sitting
I
beside you.
know.
Thank you for coming, Cheyenne.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for sharing that with us.
Good job.
And we'll make sure we get the website up so everybody can go and sign up because it's going to be a lot of fun. Nick's going to be there telling jokes
That's
on
right.
the graffiti.
On the
bus.
bus.
On the
Yep.
bus.
All right.
Thank
We'll be right back, everybody.
The Sunrise Theater in historic downtown Fort Pierce, bringing you the best entertainment on the Treasure Coast. This season has been amazing, and there's still so much to see. From Broadway shows to showbiz icons, legends of the stage to rock and roll stars, comedy, and more, the Sunrise has it all. Enjoy everything we have to offer at the beautifully restored, intimate 1,200-seat Sunrise Theater. To purchase tickets or for more information, call the box office or visit sunrisetheater.com today.
Welcome back to Sunrise Spotlight. I am Teresa Aronson from the St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Nick Mims, City Manager of the beautiful city of Fort Pierce.
Absolutely.
And we have yet another guest on with us,
Yes.
and this is our first time meeting, but welcome to the show. Your name is Leticia Cruz, but they call you TC,
Yes, ma'am.
like the guy from Magnum PI.
I'm not
Are
sure.
you too young? You're way too
Maybe a
young.
little.
aren't you?
TC.
Don't you remember TC?
No.
Oh, yeah. I am not
Sorry.
that old, and there should be far more Magnum PI fans in the audience.
I
I'm
guess.
ashamed of all of you. But anyway, welcome to the show,
Thank
TC.
you. Thank you. I'm happy to
TC's
be here.
TC is one of our members of our information technology department.
I saw that her shirt gave her away.
Yes.
Yes.
But the reason why TC is here today, she's going to talk about our community outreach and our youth football program. But she has been involved with several of our community outreach efforts.
Okay.
We have events at Martin Luther King Dreamland Park called Praise at the Park.
Yes.
You want to tell us about that, TC?
Praise in the Park is pretty much the idea behind it is like a community picnic.
Okay.
We have all kinds of activities for children. We have flag football. We've done tug of war. Nick's been a part of the tug of war.
I lost it.
Yeah, the kids love it.
Yeah.
We have dunk tank,
I was in the dunk tank.
rock painting.
You
The
should
kids have a
call
great
me when
time.
Nick's in the dunk tank.
Yeah, Nick was in the
Yeah, I
dunk
got
tank.
dunked about 27 times.
Yeah. We have performances from local artists, and it's just a nice community, like unity day at the park.
And when do you do it? How often does it go on?
We do it. We've done it, I think, 3 times now.
Yes. We
It's
do it once a
annual.
year, annually. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So April, we're looking at April, May this year.
Okay.
The exact date hasn't been
Established
yeah,
yet?
established yet, but we're gearing for April, May.
Are you going to be in the dunk tank again?
I hope not,
Yes, she
She's-
will.
but probably.
TC says
He will
yes,
be.
so you can count me in.
Oh yeah.
Man, those
Yeah.
little kids don't miss.
I bet they don't.
You know, it's
And when
horrible.
they do, we make sure they give
Yeah.
another
Yeah.
try until they
There's
get
somebody
it.
at the side of it just going,
Yeah,
"Oops,
Yeah.
start
that's
over
exactly
luck,
what they
Nick."
did.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Well, you're building their
Yeah.
self-esteem. You can't make it too hard. So, yeah.
Definitely.
Whatever. Okay.
So you do community outreach in IT. Is that the typical, job description for somebody in the IT department?
Not
Because when he said he brought on
typical.
IT, I was like, well, this is going to be riveting TV. With
no,
okay.
no. Every department in the city of Fort Pierce has to do a community outreach project.
Oh,
Every
okay.
department.
I didn't
And
know that.
Yes, because we want to have our employees and our operation integrated with our community. We want our community to understand what we do.
I like
So,
that.
Yeah.
Another fantastic event that TC helped put on was what we call Impact.
Impact.
It's at the
Yes.
Sunrise Theater. TC, tell us about it.
The next Impact event will be August 4th, 5th, that weekend.
Okay.
Last year was the first one we did. It was the same weekend of August at the Sunrise Theater. And what we did was we honored 10 nominees from the public. They were nominated through the public. We did surveys. And those were the people that are out there, not the city manager or the police chief, the typical people
People
that
whose
are.
job it is
right.
to be a part of the community. Yeah.
But the people that are out there every day just doing different types of things for the community, making a difference. So we honored them, and we made a whole night of it. We had great performances.
Oh yeah, the talent is amazing.
Yeah, I
The
bet.
talent. I mean,
Yes.
we had a guy that plays guitar. It was just amazing.
Yes, we
Yes,
did. E.
yeah.
Lancelot
Yeah.
and Royce Lovett.
Yeah, it was.
They
it
were
was,
our
it was
closers.
fantastic.
It was a really nice event.
And who
Yes.
did you honor? Do you remember anybody that you honored? Or?
I know the unfortunately the late Charlie Scapuzzo.
Yeah,
Right?
Charlie Scapuzzo.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
did.
He did so much for our community. He was
He
nominated.
did. Charlie was a great
yeah,
man.
and he
Yes.
received an award. So he was
Yeah.
one of them.
Yes, he was.
who else was
Paul
there?
Pearson was
Paul
there.
Pearson. Yes. Yes.
Hal.
Yes.
Yes.
mhm,
So those two fellows were mainly for our youth,
mhm.
making an
Good.
impact on our youth.
Right.
We had.
How do you nominate somebody?
Well, we do surveys. We do have a survey that we'll release on Facebook.
Mhm.
Okay.
And the Facebook page is called EPIC, EPIC. And we send the surveys out that way. Hopefully, we'll even have it tagged on the
Oh, it will be on the
website.
city website,
City
and city
website.
Facebook. Absolutely.
And that's mainly how we we're. It's still new, but it was
Okay.
a very successful
It
event.
was fantastic.
Good.
Now, the most exciting thing I think that we're embarking upon now. Fort Pierce has a rich history.
Of
Whether it's
course.
Larry Lee, whether it's Doc Lucky, whether it's Eddie Edwards,
Mhm.
whether it's Albert Wilson, or Khalil Mack. And these are all names of professional football players
Mm-hmm.
from Fort Pierce, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So, what we're doing, we're going to groom our wonderful young men and women. We have
Okay.
cheerleaders. We have professional cheerleaders too. But we have our own.
Can you name any professional cheerleaders?
I think Cheyenne was a professional cheerleader
No,
for a
she
couple
was
of years.
not.
She wasn't? Oh,
Yeah.
there
There
we
you
go.
go,
See
yeah.
The
there?
best you could come up with is Cheyenne, and even that one right.
Teresa, weren't you a cheerleader?
No, I was not.
Oh, you were in the band, right?
No, I'm a dance team.
Really?
Yeah.
No, you can't. Okay. All right. But
Down the gauntlet.
I'm sorry. But yes, we intend to groom our young men and women, and we are starting our own Fort Pierce youth football and cheer organization.
Okay.
Now, for years and years, we've been in partnership with other organizations like PAL and like the St. Lucie County Youth Football Organization. But now, the city of Fort Pierce will have its own, and we're going to utilize the talent that has gone out and made so much of themselves. They're going to come back, and they're going to help mentor and teach our children. So TC is a big part of that.
Yes.
She's the vice president of the league. TC, tell us a little
Okay.
bit about
And it's a new league.
Very new.
Okay.
Very new. Brand new. Well, it's the objective of the Fort Pierce Firehawks, that's the name, Fort Pierce Firehawks, is not only to development these children are teach them the fundamentals of football or cheer, but we'd also focus on self-discipline, self-confidence, sound character, good citizenship,
Yes.
with a great emphasis on academics, because we strongly believe, you're not just an athlete, you're a student athlete,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
with student being first. So if you're not taking care of your business in the classroom, then you can't be out on the field.
What age
Shining
group and
there.
how would they qualify? Do they just sign up? What are we doing here?
Yes. We go from ages 5 to 14, as
Yes.
a matter of fact.
Okay.
And the 5-year-olds, those, they're gonna,
They just
hug
run
each
around the
other.
field.
But
and
it's the most
Yes.
entertaining game
Yeah,
of the day. I'm
yeah.
telling you, every
Yeah.
play a little kid lays down and
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, my granddaughter
it's-
did cheerleading for
it's-
football. It was just
it's
like, what
awesome,
am I
man.
watching
It's
here?
awesome.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
awesome.
But they love it.
Yeah.
They love it. But yeah, it's for all kids. We're not turning anybody away.
Okay.
Ages 5 to 14, and they'll be grouped by age.
Right.
So
Well, how do
each-
they sign up for that? Where do they sign up for that?
we have registrations this Saturday, March
Well,
17th.
Yeah, we had
Oh,
we
had
had
I forgot.
on March 17th, and we had one on March
So many people
24th.
Okay.
signed up.
Yes, it was great.
Okay.
And then we're going to have additional registration dates in April
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
and
The
throughout the summer.
7th and
Yes.
21st
The
in
7th
April.
and 21st of April.
On
Okay.
1200 Avenue M, the football field. We'll be out there pretty much every other Saturday after, April 7th, April
Right.
21st, and every 2 weeks until football season starts.
When does football season start? That we just got done with
Oh
it.
my goodness! It
It's
starts
a
in
winter
August.
sport, isn't
Well,
it?
actually, we're going to
Yeah.
start probably training our kids in July,
Yeah.
and the season probably starts in late August and early September.
Yeah,
I've been coaching for many years, probably 10 or 12 years,
I bet.
and it's the coolest thing. Yeah. A lot of the kids I coached are in college now and playing for different universities, but it's just fantastic to see these young folks grow up and
Yeah.
understand, what they want to be and have the discipline that they need. And I remember every one of my football coaches. I don't remember any of my teachers. Yeah.
I think that says more about you than it does football.
But you leave a lasting impression on these young folks.
I don't remember any of my football coaches. Did you stress academics? Because the reality is there are very few Khalil Macks and Larry
That's right.
Lees that
That's
come
right.
out of a community.
That's right.
But everybody needs an education.
Absolutely.
And
Exactly.
So I'm glad that you're going to be stressing that.
Oh, yeah. Progress reports will go home. Teachers have to sign them, and you have to report back to your coach.
Right.
Your coach will know if you're not,
Yeah.
yeah,
We're
you're
gonna
not
make sure
doing what you're supposed to be doing.
their academics will be a priority.
Yeah.
Good.
And we're going to follow them. We're going to have study halls and
Yes.
tutoring sessions, and we're going to meet with their teachers. So we're very serious about it.
Yes.
We want our youth to be successful in all facets of their life.
Good. And I think you're a
Definitely.
great role model for that. Because you
Oh,
were a
thank
big
you.
football player, and look at you running a city, and it's because you got an education while playing.
Yes,
right.
absolutely. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah.
Definitely.
I like it. All right, so we're the website once again to sign up for
Okay,
football.
so the website is under construction, but by the time this airs, I'm sure it'll be
it's
up and ready.
running, and it is just
Yes,
functioning fantastically.
www.fortpierceathletics.com.
Yes.
And for the impact, you're going to put the
The links on the
survey.
website, yes, ma'am, and Facebook. That's our main outlet to get out the information out, but it's facebook.com/epic.
And
EPIC.
Dunk Nick Day. Do you need sponsors and vendors and
Definitely.
And how do they
always.
get involved in Dunk Nick Day?
Same way. Go to facebook.com/epic. All that information gets pushed out.
Are you
through
coming
there.
with me on that day?
I will come. I'm not going to sit in the tank with you, but I'll be more than happy to go.
All right. Okay.
Get some
all right,
balls.
okay,
Yes,
all right.
I will be dunking Nick along with the
Yeah.
rest of the
Okay.
community.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and some of the commissioners, they volunteered last year to get in
Yes.
Dunk
You
Day.
can, okay, so
Yeah.
dunk a commissioner and
Commissioners.
Nick.
We're going to try and get the mayor.
That's
Try
the
and
name
dunk
of the
her, yeah.
festival. Dunk your
They'll draw
local
crowds.
politician.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you for being with
Well,
us.
thank you for having me.
It's nice to have you on. I hope for your first
Yes.
time it wasn't too bad.
No, it wasn't bad at all.
All right.
I've had a great
TC.
time.
All right. And look up Magnum PI TC.
I
It's really
will.
cool. All right. We'll be right back, everybody.
All right.
My think the best thing about Citizens Academy is the interaction that you get with the authorities in the area and the interaction that you have with other people of the community.
I love the city of Fort Pierce. The Citizens Academy opened my eyes to a lot of things, and I appreciate everyone that has been a part of this.
Here since 1960, and what did I learn at Citizens Academy? So many things about how the city really runs. You know, you see it every day, you know the garbage is picked up, and you know that the government's working, but now we know how it's working.
I am Nancy Rodriguez, originally from Missouri, just recently moved here.
It's awesome to get to know other people of other nationalities and cultures in Fort Pierce. Citizen Academy, great.
Hi, my name is Leah. I'm a native of Fort Pierce. Just went through the Citizens Academy. My favorite lesson was about code enforcement and animal control, and about how the city works and all they do behind the scenes to keep our city looking beautiful.
I think the best thing about Citizens Academy was learning all the different elements of what's going on in Fort Pierce. I really had no idea.
Welcome back to Sunrise Spotlight. I'm Teresa Aronson, President and CEO of the St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce. It's our pleasure, our honor to do this event every third Thursday of the month. It's at 2 o'clock. It's free. It's open to the public. And PP Cop provides coffee and pastry, homemade pastry, I have to add. It is delicious. And my co-host, of course, is the one, the only Nick Mims.
Yeah.
Nick, thank you for being here with me.
Thank you.
As
It's been
always.
my pleasure, yes.
And we have a new partner, FQA
Yes.
is our new partner.
We look forward to them being here every week.
We do every month.
Every
I like you, but I don't like you like that.
every month, Jan. Every month.
Every month.
Sorry,
Yes.
I get
it's all
excited. Yeah.
Any more than that would be just too much fun for
Really?
everybody. Yes. They
Yes.
couldn't handle the once a week, Nick. But
Okay.
we are on, I do have to tell them that we are on Comcast Channel 28 and Uverse 99, but you can always
We're on
catch us.
channel 27.
Oh, well, the county's on 28.
That is
Fort
correct.
Pierce Television.
Yes, we're on Fort Pierce Television with this one, so
Oh,
it's
and
27.
this
But
is
you
Fort
might,
Pierce.
you could just, 27,
cool.
28, just flip
I
back and
know.
forth.
It's-
There's a
it's-
real good chance I'll be on.
Oh, boy.
The chamber, that brings up. The chamber has quite a few shows that we do in partnership with the county. We have, of course, Coffee with the Chair, which does air on Channel 28, and
Yes.
that is on the fourth Friday of the month at 8 a.m., free and open to the public.
Yes.
And we do Covering the Bases. Are you familiar with our Covering the Bases show with the Mets?
I am not.
Covering the Bases is with the Mets. It's co-hosted by Paul Taglieri.
Okay.
And we feature a nonprofit, and we do some fun and game stuff and talk about events that are coming up, and we do that here too.
Okay.
And that is on, we do it at lunchtime, and Jimmy Jones provides free lunch for the audience. Yeah, I know. You'd think it would pack the joint, but apparently Paul and I are not a draw. I want to talk a little bit about some of the stuff that the Chamber's doing, because we don't talk enough about what the Chamber's got going on, and we always have a full calendar.
Yes.
But this one is right in your backyard.
Okay.
It is our annual fishing frenzy. This is our 22nd year.
Yes.
22nd year.
And you have a new location.
We have a brand new location. We're so
Yes.
excited about it.
Yes.
Causeway Cove is a brand new marina, if everybody's familiar with it, right at the bottom of the Seaway Bridge. And we have opened it up to have a festival. We're going to have food trucks and vendors. And Mark Kowalski, our own ambassador, is going to make his famous barbecue and have it out
Really?
there.
What type of barbecue is that?
What type of barbecue? Okay, so he said fish kebabs,
But he said ribs and chicken.
which is what, yeah. Nick stopped listening after ribs
Yeah,
and chicken.
what?
Because the
Yeah.
rest of it sounded
Yeah.
really healthy and
Yeah. Eh.
So tacos and fish kebab, shrimp kebab. I didn't think
I was
fish
about to
did
say,
good on
yeah,
kebab,
yeah.
but okay, I don't know. So he's going to be out there, and it's on May 11th and 12th, and we're still have lots of vendor space open, and we're making it relatively inexpensive because we want it to be a true community event. It's only $75 for chamber members and only $100 for non-chamber members.
And the city of Fort Pierce has a booth, correct?
I believe they do, and we're excited about that too because you're going to be handing out all kinds of fun stuff. We'll have tourism out there, and we'll be giving away prizes at the weigh-in. Have you been to our weigh-in? You've been to our weigh-in.
Yes,
I
I
know you
have.
have.
Yes, I have.
But the weigh-in's a lot of fun. I'm usually down there, telling jokes. We're trying. And giving away lots of raffle prizes and trivia prizes. We like to do trivia on St. Lucie County, so it's kind of a lot of fun. Excited about that.
Right.
So it's coming up. Eric?
Looking forward
Tourism
to it.
showcase.
Tourism Showcase. The studio gods have spoken.
Yeah, I was like, by that voice.
It takes a village, Nick, to get
I
Trissa
see.
through a show.
I
But we're
see.
going to do our Tourism Showcase. It's an annual event. We started about 5 years ago.
Okay.
We started it in a small room at the Holiday Inn PSL,
Mhm.
and we have now transitioned to the Fenn Center.
Ooh.
And now this year, we're doing it at the Civic Center, and it is Treasure Coast wide. We have all of our tourism partners in Indian River and Martin County come on board for this, and the chamber spearheads it. And anything that is tourism related can have a booth for as low as $50.
I have a trivia question about tourism.
You do?
I do.
Well, good. We have prizes to give away for trivia. So you just spit that out. But I do want to tell people it's on Sunday this year. The Tourism Expo is on Sunday this year. I think it's the 20th actually of May, and we're hoping to get a lot of families out. But we'll have a Highwaymen exhibition. We'll have some cooking demonstration. Lionfish. We're going to cook lionfish.
Oh.
And just a lot of great stuff going on. So if you're interested in coming to the expo, stluciechamber.org. Trivia question, tourism related, go.
I got it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
In St. Lucie County, last year, how many tourists visited St. Lucie County?
Well, we had 41,000 people at the Manatee Center, so a lot more than that.
No guessing? What?
Okay. 3
No,
million?
it's a little
Somebody
bit
else
less
give
than
me
that.
a
A little
number.
bit less than that.
Who else wants to take us? It's like Price is Right. Lower. Who wants to go lower?
A little bit more than that.
So less than 3 million, but over 700,000.
You're getting close, man. You're getting close. You're getting close.
Say $1 million too.
Perfect.
Million
1.2 million people
People.
visited St. Lucie County last year.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a lot of people.
Yes. Yes.
They were mostly on St. Lucie West Boulevard.
No, they were on South Beach.
Probably, yes.
What'd you say, Eric?
They were on the South Beach Bridge.
South Beach Bridge and Bridge and St. Lucie West Boulevard. Very good. We're going to give you a sub for that, Brian, from one of our partners, Jersey Mike Subs, right there on, guess where? St. Lucie West Boulevard. Sorry about that, Jersey Mike Subs. And Tourism Expo, we'll have lots of people in our audience there. It's a great event. You really need to go. You really need to go. Speaking of touring and doing fun vacation things, the Chamber does a cruise every single year for Super Bowl. For those of us that are not football fanatics. However, you can watch it on a big screen poolside in real time on the boat. You can.
Okay.
With beverage package included.
So how do I get tickets?
We are selling $5 raffle tickets.
Selling?
Selling. It's $5. $5 gets you and a guest on the boat.
Okay.
And I think you just pay a $100 registration fee, and that's it. And that includes your drinks. And then we're going on the NCL Sky this year, so we're excited about that. Super Bowl, which is the first weekend in February, if I'm not mistaken.
ma'am.
So see Loretta if you
All right.
want to see, if you want to buy a $5 raffle ticket. I'm sorry? Yeah, you can.
You can get them online.
Yep, stluciechamber.org. Thank you, Eric. All right, your other trivia. Cheyenne hooked you up with a trivia question.
Okay, I'm going to ask this question, and I hope it's accurate.
Oh, you don't trust
They're
Cheyenne?
both accurate.
Okay.
So, the first question, right?
And wait for Eric to bring a mic over.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Not for
So-
you, Nick. You don't need a mic.
So everybody knows that we have a local artist named Anita Prentice. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And Anita does fantastic work with her glass
Yeah, she does mosaics.
tiles, mosaic
She
tiles.
was one of our Fort Pierce Women of the Month.
Right. So I want the number of mosaic tile benches that Anita Prentice has created that are in Fort Pierce.
You can see them all around. I can't begin to count them, so I would have to guess. All right, well, Price is Right this thing. Who wants
Come
to
on
start
now.
us off with a guess?
I'm friends with Anita. She told me 22, but I don't know if that's a right number.
Do you want to, you give us a guess?
Wait a minute, we have another
Right
one?
here.
I'll guess 25.
And TC wants to give us a guess.
72.
All right.
No.
Okay, Rachel?
500.
Oh, no.
Okay, Rachel.
I don't think we
You're
have
a little
500
high.
benches in Fort Pierce, but
You're
we're
a little high.
Yeah, a little high. And okay, so who's the closest?
The closest is 72.
Ooh, who
All
had
right,
72?
one more try.
No, he can't
No?
guess again. Loretta, you can
okay.
guess.
87.
No.
We're gonna go.
You're getting closer. Yes.
Okay, how many do we have? We're gonna give it to our lovely lady in blue.
125.
25.
150. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That is
Yes.
a lot of benches.
Yes. They're very heavy too.
They are heavy. They
Yes.
will not blow away in a storm.
No, they will not.
They are made of concrete, though. Anyway.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are
Anita's
heavy
She's
concrete.
a great
Yeah.
partner for us. She's been with
Yeah.
us for years, and we moved those benches around to several locations.
You move them around?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. Usually me
Because
and
they're made of concrete, and then
me and Eric, we get out there.
You get out there, you get a dolly.
No, we just deadlift
Yeah.
legs.
All right. Well, we're going to get you a $10 gift certificate to the PP Cobb, our sponsor for today's beverage and
Fantastic.
pastry. So congratulations for that. I am going to do a chamber trivia question.
Go ahead.
Since we have our events coming up, who can tell me what kind of fish we're going to be fishing for in our annual fishing frenzy? Mark, you want to? Sorry, you're going to get a little exercise today, Eric.
So I had the death.
Okay. Mark, what are we fishing for?
Dolphin.
Dolphin. Although Eric doesn't like it when I say dolphin because he thinks I'm encouraging people to spear flipper.
No, it's mahi mahi is the
Mahi
correct
mahi.
term,
It
but
has actually over 24 names, but we call it a dolphin. But it is not the flipper type
No,
dolphin.
absolutely
no.
not.
It is the mahi mahi.
Yeah. And what's the date of that again?
May 11th and 12th.
All right.
That will be in downtown Fort Pierce. We're going to put a big banner up. We're in permitting to get a banner
Please,
up.
get a
Yes.
permit.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
no, I'm not new
All
here.
right.
Mark, I'm going to get you a sandwich from Subway, a sub sandwich from Jersey Mike's. Sorry, there we go. I fixed it. Okay. We're good on St. Lucie West Boulevard.
Yes.
Without anything else, we have, like I said, a full list of events at stluciechamber.org, and we also have our partners at All Things Treasure Coast. If you want to do community events, Treasure Coast wide, you can put in dates, you can put in areas that you want to visit or activities that you want to do and search things going on in our community. What do you have to wrap us up today?
I just want to say thank you for allowing us to be here. We had some fantastic guests. We had Rachel, we had TC, and we had Cheyenne, and we just continue the momentum.
Yeah.
I'm just thrilled with how our community is working with us and partners just like you in St. Lucie County. I just think we have nothing but upside, and we're seeing that today.
I'm happy about that.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
you know what? A little good news is somebody at the school board said they saw the show. I was in there. She said, "Do you do a show?"
Yeah.
And she had seen the show, so we're
Did
happy.
she like it?
I didn't want to push it. I was just happy somebody saw it.
Okay.
I'm not putting
Okay.
anybody in a corner. I'm just
Okay.
happy that it was viewed by a
Okay.
person that is breathing. But thanks to everybody here. Thanks to Mike and Eric and Patrick is working the jib back there today. And Nick and Cheyenne and all our guests. So thank you, everybody. And Catherine, who puts our events together for us at the Chamber. And have a great day. Thank you, all of you, for joining us. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you.